All right. Awesome. So we are at a particular zone where this particular recording is going to be directed into 3 different parts. These are certain things which I probably have missed it out, I have not shared, or might be like very, very close to me, but I have not shared with many people. So I thought of sharing it today. I would like to share you the first thing is the difference between a normal person and a person who has undergone fest. We call them as festians, right? I will also share you a small structure of a case study by which we have taken over multiple companies. In this particular year, if you are watching this video, I don't know whichever part of land, soil, air, country, wherever you are there, this year is absolutely a different game changer. Listen, the developments and the evolution and the disruption that has happened in this last 3 years to 4 years, I'm talking about 2020 and above, this is never seen in the last around 50 to 55 years. Yes or no? Are you guys with me? Yeah, we have never seen this because there are so much of tools, tasks, and possibilities are there which was not earlier possible. Now you have got certain things which I can't even, just imagine. Let's go back to 100 years, 50 years only. Can you imagine a person looking at a plastic or something like this and smiling like this? Can you imagine 50 years back? Hello? Can you imagine 20 years back, a person is just talking and suddenly takes out a small piece of, small piece of this. This was not existing, right? So now you understand, with new developments, with new technologies, with new gadgets, our behavior is also changing. There was a time when there was no harmonium. If you do like this, people will think you have gone mad. Yes or no? Right? There was a time when this new earphones have come, no? The cordless, what do you call this? Right? I remember there was a Nokia ad, and this lady is, putting her phone in, and there is a hair and all those things, and there is a guy on the other side. The guy thinks that the lady is talking, then ultimately she takes out Nokia smartphone, smaller than your hands. Do you remember that? So with the new possibilities, our behavior is also changing in a new dimension. So the behavior which was there around 100 years probably back is changed into new way. The language has changed. Languages like LOL was not existing around 15 years back. Yes or no? Right? No one knew the concept of CC and BCC. Hello. Now you look into any corporate, their entire Russian card, entire district is under CCC and BCC. Right? So these are a lot of dimensions are there. Where I would like to take your concentration is that in this entire humdrum, if you need to start something of your own, let's assume that you have the money. Let's assume that you have the talent. But I cannot assume that you have the entire skills to start a company. Because when you start a company from this year, you need to also learn about GST rules, ROC rules, legal rules, compliances, so permit issues, and many other things. Yes or no? Correct? So if you start a company, typically, traditionally, what happens? Dada, I want to start a company. Very good. So what is the first thing you want to do? Website. 1,000-2,000 rupees. Domain booked. Another 5,000-10,000 rupees. Nowadays, any TDH can make the website. You know who is a TDH, right? Tom, Dick, and Harry. They can make any website, right? There is a website called as 10 Web. You can make this website in 30 seconds, sir. You don't have to learn this now. Now, what about those guys who learned how to make a website and all gone? There is another website called Wix. You spend another 5 minutes, you can make the entire thing. There are websites that can start an e-commerce site in less than 1 minute. Am I right or am I right? So gone. So those people who have learned all these things gone. Why I'm sharing you this? This is how they start usually the company. Then they will get a partner. Then they will sit together. Then they will put their own money. Then they will print their visiting card. Then they will hire a nice place, a rented place, put some sticker, gicker, all these things, air conditioned, nice glassy building. Yes, hello? Correct? Nice chair, table, electricity. Then, oh, we need employees. Then they will bring the employees. By this time, the CA, the auditor, the compliance guy is already started to cutting you. Yes or no? Right? Then you will hire a team. Then you will train a team. Then you will give them all the electronic gadgets. And then do what? You are waiting for the customer to come. Then you will think of marketing. By this time, you have already spent enough of your money. Yes or no? Are you guys getting this? This is a traditional system of how you start a business. Now, there are two more ways and options that I can talk to you. The options that I'm talking about is one, use my technique. I will first sell my product, service, and all those things by creating some kind of an online organic outreach method. I will sell this up, I will take some money, and I will invest in my company, and I will make my core competencies and many other things. Yes or no? That is an easy way. First, I do all these things, but many people doesn't know the techniques. Many people doesn't have the credibility. Many people, they do not know how do you do all these things. How do you do an outreach? How do you do engage people? How do you close a deal? Even if you don't have a credibility. Now that is a science, super science. Hello? That is option. The other option one. The other option two. Why should I do this entire melodrama? Why not I take care of a company which is running, but not in a not in a good way, might be in a very soft way. I help them out, and then I become a monopoly, and I take over this entire. Did you get my point, sir? Okay. So today, Dada has got a gift for you. Okay. The gift is the knowledge of how to take over a company. And this is a book which you can find every goddamn place in this world. Yes or no? Hello? Right. So today, without opening this book, I'll give you some 3 secrets that was probably not understood by me, not understood by many of us. I use the same concepts, and by which there are multiple companies you have taken over in the last few years. Would you like to learn that? Hello? Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is, I have a plain empty slate with me. Okay, I will tell you the story one by one, and then I think we can go into the stories discussion. So the first thing that I would like to tell you, that many years back, okay, this is before COVID, someone called me because I always keep on getting some mails and cold calls and all these things, and I met these people. I was very annoyed because these 2 people who met me, they came with a reference of a very, very close relative of mine. So if your relative only telling you, please, Dada, meet these 2 guys, what I can do? I can meet this guy, yes or no? So I met these fellows. They are 2 brothers. I went to them. First of all, I didn't have the mood to meet these people because it was a free consulting. I went to them. They said, this is my product, this is my process. We went to a hotel, and probably I think from morning 10 o'clock to evening 4 o'clock, I sat with them, designed their structure, system, flowchart, pipeline, every goddamn thing. Trust me, I was really trying to help them and serve them. Why? Because my mentor taught me, serve them. When you serve, you will become successful. So I followed his words. I started serving them. Now, both of them were very happy. They were jumping out of joy. They were able to see the other side of horizon. Then I left. Now, at least as a courtesy, next month you should come and tell, na, Dada, where I am, what I have started, what I have done. At least you should tell me, yes or no, as a normal courtesy. 1 month over. Okay, this was in the month of November, December, January, February, March. Financial year end starts at that point of time. Then I just was checking my calendars and I saw that I have these people I have met. And I called them up and said, boss, what happened? Are Dada, everything you said is fantastic. You know, family problem, this, that. I wanted to do, my partner did not allow, my father, these things. I said, have you started? He said, no. How did you feel? How will you feel? You will feel good or bad? Yeah, you can unmute, guys. Absolutely, you can unmute if you want to. I did not feel bad, but I felt angry. Otherwise, I'm a very otherwise peaceful guy. I might be frustrated, but I might be very less anger on that part. So that day I was really angry on me and I started scolding my teammates. Never take any appointment without a single penny because when they pay attention. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. So similarly, another company came, okay, and now before telling me, my assistant, she booked a call with them and she charged them some 40,000 rupees for 1 hour of my time. And these people also paid it and came because they knew that this is the guy who can help them. So there was a nice hotel in Bangalore. It is called as the Parks. We went there. The room was booked. And that day I was really not in a mood to talk and all those things. But I'll tell you one thing happened. I gave them 1 hour time. I charged them 40,000 bucks. 3 people came. They all came in suit boot. 2 people sat. And these people came with HP laptop and Dell laptop and started showing me this statistics, this Excel sheet and all these things. I was like, okay, fine, good. They came with full preparations. They came with chart paper and files and folders and all those things. They showed me all the game. Excellent presentation. I gave them chance to speak to almost like 45 minutes. And they were like hurrying. That I said, hold on, no problem. I charge you for an hour, but that doesn't mean that I will leave you in this way. Take your breath. Then after they finished, giving out whatever they wanted, they told their problems. Then I was about to start talking because they said, okay, now I have told you the problem, sir. You batao, what is your thing? When I was just about to tell, the third fellow was an age, his age was somewhere around 55, 60. He was about to get retired. A very, very loyal old gentleman. He came running, said, sir, sir, sir. I said, what happened, boss? No, I want you to please keep this. Have you seen this journalist use a small recording device? I don't know, what is it called? Dictaphone, right? Some small. So he gave that thing in my coat. And I was talking on that. Meeting went very well. Now here is the thing. After all these things, they were very happy. They went out. After many months, I forgot exactly like the same thing. 3-4 months passed away. And one day, my assistant said, and her name was Reshma. She said, Dada, there is an invitation for you in this hotel. Are you free on that day? I looked at my calendar. I said, yeah, okay. So he said, like, can you just drop in for 30 minutes? I said, okay. That day I went. Usually, when people invite me, I expect at least someone to be on the gate. Yes or no? Let's say some relative also invites you. You will feel now someone is waiting for you. There was no one in the gate on the outside, but there was somebody who was waiting inside. When I went there, said, sir, you are Dr. Amit? He said, yeah, why? Oh, sir, please come this side. And I saw to my surprise that they have invited me at 1 p.m. Now, if you want to invite somebody for an event, you will typically invite him in the morning or you will invite him in the lunchtime. But that was after a lunchtime, they are starting to invite me. That means they don't want me to eat. I'm a big foodie, by the way. I went there. When he opened the door, there was already a program happening. There were like 100+ people, and I was like shocked. Oh my God, so many people. And some stage, someone was doing something. Okay. Suddenly, everything they stopped. they requested me, okay, sir, please 1 minute. They put some chairs there and they stopped the entire thing. Everyone was looking at me and I was I felt very embarrassed and shy. I don't know what did I do, but I know these are the same guys. I know them. Now they put the chairs there. I went on the dais and they asked me to come and sit in one of the chairs and they put a table also. All these things are happening in less than 1 minute, okay? Everything, whatever I'm telling you is all happening in 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. They put the table, my nameplate was there, so I sat the next chair. Out of these three people, I saw one guy. So he started talking about his life journey. His father started the company, blah blah. It's a huge company, by the way. Okay, and how these people have failed and what will happen. And then he talked about what has exactly happened. And in this meantime, the another gentleman, he gave me one paper. Okay, sorry, he brought one cake. That trolley you've seen in this one cake, and he asked me to cut the cake. Now I was again embarrassed, like I was feeling like shy. Kya ho gaya? What happened? They are not telling me also. When I was trying to cut the cake, and the cake is not getting cut, yaar. It is so hard. Then I got to know that is a dummy cake made up of thermocol. And inside that, there was one paper. When I looked at the paper, I saw there was a graph which was coming down. I said, "Ye aaj bandh ke pitne wala hai mere ko." I don't know what has happened. Suddenly, this guy was talking, and I was literally nervous because suddenly, if you give that much of a high focus on somebody, you will be nervous. And on the dais, this gentleman said, "Sir, that day we recorded your voice for 25 minutes. And these are the core five team members are there. We have listened to your voice for more than 25 times, each one of us. And today, I want you to tell the world what you have done." And now I'm shivering. Listen, you are holding the page ulta. When I changed it, the graph is 18% turnover profit in the last 7 months. Can you imagine? Okay, now I was happy. My God. All right, guys, why I'm sharing you this? The moral of the story is there are two entrepreneurs, but the difference is when they pay attention. Did you get my point? Did you get the result? When they pay attention. Now, let me tell you what exactly happened with this guys. When they came to me, there was one more gentleman working with me. Okay, he's a young guy. He's a dropout mechanical engineer from a place which is 30 kilometers outskirts of Coimbatore, a typical Tamil family. He has never worked in any corporate. He has no experience of any MNC or any kind of things. He just understood about what is Fest, and he was working with me. I told him, okay, let's go to their place because the place is near to his place. Why don't you go to his place and just for 1 month, just be there, be friendly, and just try to find where are opportunities for you to serve. Anyone needs your help, just go and serve. Okay, write down the first word of today's learning. It's called serve. ACRV. Karam karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. Bhagavad Gita, the first thing that you should learn from Bhagavad Gita is this. Work, expect the result, but don't expect what time you are going to get the result. Did you get my point? You might get the result in any shape, size, and form. You might not know, right? So I asked and I did the same thing. And that's the time I did not charge him any money. Now, listen to this. If I am working with you without money for a period of around 1 month, and I'm doing every goddamn thing to serve you, everything, right? From tip to toe, you ask me, Dada, sir, मैं तेल मालिश कर दूं, मैं मालिश कर दूं. Dada, I want you to buy vegetables for my family. I will do it. After some time, this entire serving system is going to induce certain things in your brain. So according to science, there are combination of 8 different hormones are there that works. It needs time, it needs frequency, it needs a multiple triggers. But when you are seeing that I am a harmless guy and I'm always trying to help you, then you will start believing in me, you will have trust in me, and you will have faith in me. Yes or no? So what happened? We worked for almost like month and a half. We did not charge him anything. The reason I did not charge, because if I take 1 rupee, I am going to be a servant for him. Did you get my point? Did you get my point? Serve and servant, right? I would like to take a pause here. Which is the most ferocious animal in this world? Lion or ant? What do you want to become? Just give me a high five. What do you want to become? Lion or ant? Now, since many people have learned the lion story, no one wants to tell about lion. But anyways, let's say you know what is a lion. Lion or ant, if you need to compare, which one you want to become? Unmute. I don't know if you guys can unmute. Please allow people to unmute. What do you want to become?
Lion.
Lion. Very good. Pakka lion? Just give me a high five. Pakka lion?
Hey, both are ferocious, but if you look at the
but lion is
ant can destroy everything. One will be like a slow poison, the other is like a deadly combination. Like straight away. Yeah.
Lion is the most untidy and laziest living creature on this planet. It sleeps most of his time in his life. Number two, whenever this fellow is hungry, he will go out and hunt and eat. What is the great deal? Every animal is doing that one. It is not hunting because of its kids and spouse and I don't know, whatever it is. Yes, when this fellow is hungry, he will go and eat, not because of the family. Yes or no? So Kaika lion, by Kaika king of the jungle, look at an ant and tell me one negative point about this fellow. Tell me one, I'll okay. The best defense, the best army, the best disciplined guy, yes. Right? The best worker, the toughest guys. It can lift bloody 10 times of its own weight. Yes or no?
Yes, agree.
Can you give me one negative point of an ant? The ant is born to serve the queen and serve the community. That is called serving. Did you get my point? That quality is not there in that gentleman called lion. So what do you want to become? Lion or you want to become an ant?
Ant.
But 2 minutes back you said you want to become lion. Just imagine. I'm just changing your perspective.
No. The thing is,
lion is a lone guy. Ant is an army. Good?
Yeah.
That's why my team is called as Ant. Amit Nath's team. I'm just taking some leverage out of it. So, here is the thing. But did you understand the quality of serving and the ant? Did you get that point? So, I did the same thing. Rule number 1, serve. Serve and don't expect. And serve, because if you take 1 rupee also, you will be called as something, because then they can dominate you. Did you get my point? If you take 1 rupee also, they can dominate you because you are doing something in exchange of a predefined value. But here what I did is I didn't charge anything. So when I kept on serving like this, I asked him to do one thing is make friends with every goddamn fellow. Because what happens is if I'm serving you and I'm a harmless guy, you will tell everything of your good and bad and sad thing of your life. Yes or no? Then what we understood is, we understood where was the problem. Because everyone said, because when I'm very friendly with you, how many of you guys have seen after 2 peg going inside, you become a brother to somebody? Hello? Have you noticed that? So this thing happened with many people. Yeah, without the liquor part. People started sharing their stories, their pointers. And this gentleman whom I had appointed, every night he used to compile all these things and send information to me. You won't believe. Within, I think, 40 days or 42 days, we identified more than 100 plus areas where the company is getting butchered. There are so much of loopholes and leakages and wrong things and wrong practices are happening. Because this is an old company. His father has started the company and blah, blah. So many nonsense are happening. Hello? Right? We found right guy in the wrong place and wrong guy with the right tool, and the right tool is not worked in a proper department. Okay, they're not following processes. So now what happened is, with this information, we went to the board of directors, these two fellows, and we said, sir, this is what we have found out. Your company has so much of holes. What do you want to do? Let's take a pause here. When you go to a doctor, why you go to the doctor? Why you go to a doctor? Because the doctor knows your pain more than you know your own pain. Yes or no? Right? Whatever is the pain, more than the doctor knows your pain, more than you know your pain. That's why this fellow has studied for 7, 8, 10 years, 20 years, goddamn, I don't know. But he has understood only that pain in so many different things, which you have no idea. You just have a pain, but he has studied the pain in different dimensions and perspectives and reasons and resources and medicine and many other things. Hello? Moral of the story, when you know the pain of your customer more than the customer knows the pain, you are now growing in authority. Hello? Are you guys getting the learning from Bhagavad Gita? That's why before starting the fight, there is a decorum. That's why Sri Krishna and Arjun, they went inside and they wanted to check how big is the entire ecosystem. Yes or no? There was a check. How big is your team? How big is my team? What is the configuration? They check all these things. That is required. So when you are serving like this for a certain period of time and you are generating loyalty, generating service, and generating many other things, that brings a very, very, a big gratitude and a thank you from your body, from your mind, from your soul. Then this chairman and his director, they said, I think Dr. Amit and team, you know our problem more than we know our problem. Hello, getting me? Now what is happening is I'm not charging them. Now they cannot ask me. Then when people can't ask, first they will offer. When they can't resist, they will request. If they can't request, they will beg. Did you get my point, sir? Am I learning? Are you learning something powerful? First they will offer, then they will request, then they will beg. I have seen this in healthcare. I've seen people begging in front of the doctor, please, doctor, kuch bhi karo, kuch bhi le lo, but save goddamn this guy. Yes or no? Right? That means you are an authority. Are you guys able to see going up? So he said, why don't you do one thing, doctor? Can you take care of that department which has the maximum holes, and let me know how can I pay you? I said, no, I don't need money now. Let's take a pause. Let's understand the moral of this entire story. People will always come with the biggest difficulty, which no one else like to touch. If you can solve that, you will be the God for that guy. Did you get my point? Are you understanding? It's a very, very deep thing. People will always treat you like a God because other people could not do that work and it becomes a miracle. When other people cannot do, when you have tried cannot do, and if this person can do, it becomes a God. God is connected to a miracle. Yes or no? So the toughest thing, please understand, when a company or when a boat is sinking, the first thing is you need to plug the hole, not take the water out. Plus, first you go down and plug that hole. It is very, very difficult. The only thing that can save a company out of 8 departments, I can just tell you, this is a Vedic science. You want to make a note, you can make a note. This is called Ashtabahu. Okay, I'm not here to teach you this. The first Ashtabahus, Ashta means 8, Bahu means hands. The first hand is called as research and development. Like this, there are 8 different departments are there. The 7th department is called as sales. Sales is the only department, if you can control, the entire ship can float again. Yes or no? Because when you have money, you can bring in so many resources, consultants, experts, and so many things, and you can bring that. Every problem in this world can be solved by money other than death. Is the session powerful now? So what happened? We took over the sales and marketing. We did not charge anything. I would like to share you one more point. Okay. Decreasing the loss is a profit in disguise. I repeat, decreasing the loss is a profit in disguise. Did you understand? When you are doing a 100 rupee loss every month, next month if you do 90 rupees loss, that is a profit. Yes or no? At least you're stopping that loss. Yeah. Now, when you do this, they will love you. Why? Now you have reduced the sinking speed of that ship. Yes or no? So in the first month, we could not do much. Second month, we could not do much. Third month, we decreased the loss to only 10%. How many of you guys are able to see this is a great profit? Did you get my point? On the next month, we did not turn over the entire thing. The next month, the loss was nullified. That means balance. Did you get my point? So this time, the company is in a sustenance mode, whatever they are getting, but still it can be accelerated. This is the toughest part where you are turning the entire ship in a different dimension. Yes or no? So what we got, we were serving earlier. Now, whatever we did, we went into the next level, which is de-serving. Did you get my point? We served, we found out the problem, good. They gave us certain things. Why? Because we deserved that. Hello? Did you get my point? Deserving is an earning exercise. You cannot cheat. Deserving cannot be a cheat. Yes or no? Many people want, Dada, I need appraisal, I need appraisal. Are तूने काम किया है क्या? Where is the proof? Results. Results are the only thing that can give it to you. So we went to the second level called as deserving. They gave us 2 departments. Now, when I made the company from red to blue, that means from a loss-making company to a opportunity-based kind of a company, and I have not taken a single penny. Now tell me, what will be the board, the board of directors are going to talk about? Can you buy me? Can you buy me? What they can do? Because now I've given a life to one company which was dead, which was going down. They would have been bankrupt in the next 4 months. Are you guys getting this? Okay. They said, Chief, I think you are the person who have saved this entire thing. Would you like to partner with us? Would you like to take a stake option, profit share? I would like to give you. How many of you guys are any consultants here? Anyone is a consultant? No? Then I would like to share you this. Never work on profit share margin. Never in your life. Take it from me. Because profit is something you will have no idea. Because when there are many companies, they say, I've got a 5 crore. Achha, profit kitra, 5 lakh. But you understood? 5 crore company, not even a 5 lakh rupees is margin. Nanga nahayega kya, nichodega kya. Did you get my point? What they're going to get? Nothing. So profit sharing is when they show this much, they will give you a peanut out of it, which I have no control because I will never come to know what is the actual cost of their service and product. Yes or no? It is a completely hidden thing. No one will disclose that. Dada, then take a stake option. That means share option. Point number 2, never work on share option. Why? If I take a share in your company, when it is a profit, you are giving me a peanut. But when it is a loss, bloody, I have to pay the money for your loss. Yes or no? Just learning only this. Is this session powerful? Just only learning this. Hello? Just give me a high five if you feel this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, excited. So how do you do this? Then I said, okay, let's do a deal. Now you have a stable company. If we make the company profitable from henceforth, are you willing to share a revenue out of it on the total turnover? Hello? This is something great because I'm not a burden to him. The moment you are not a burden, you are always taken as a king. Yes or no? So the first level is called serving. The second level is called deserving. The third level, now he gave me a position where his CEO was reporting to me. Aha moment. Now it is not two departments. All the 8 departments are now directly under the CEO who was reporting to me. How many of you guys are getting this? Okay. Now I'm directing him this to do, that to do, and all. At this level, this is called as desiring. So first level, serving, deserving, desiring. Getting me? These are the 3 steps. What is desiring? Now I am a god. Right guy in the right place. Hello, auntie. You person, you are a very talkative guy. Why don't you sit in the reception? Wrong person and right person. Now I know how to arrange them. Right tool with the right guy in the right position with the right process under the right training with the right goals. Boom. Yes or no? Getting me? I can desire, no? Hey, why are you here, man? Go there. Why this tool is here? Take out this vendor, bring in this guy. I can desire, I can do any goddamn thing because I have the power of attorney. How many of you guys are able to see? I am a disguised owner of the company now. The day when I put my hands off, like a house of cards, it's gonna flutter. Are you learning? How do you take over a company now? Is this learning powerful? There is one more level. Serving, deserving, desiring, and the last phase. According to Bhagavad Gita, everything has to come to an end. Everything which has a start has to be an end. Yes or no? This end is typically called as detachment. Yes or no? What is detachment? Can anyone tell me what is the detachment? What is detachment? सब छोड़ छाड़ के हिमालय चले जाओ कंबल लेके. Right? I am a business guy. Detachment is not that. Detachment means there is only 3 ways. You need your personal time for yourself. Detachment, according to me, according to business, can be done only by 3 ways. How many? Only 3 ways. Point number 1, create an SOP, automate the entire process, you come out of the system. Getting me? That is the first level of detachment. Are you learning something powerful? Second level of detachment is get a guy, train him so good, and then you, what should I say? You leverage it out to the next person who can take care of this entire thing, who knows the process, who is a loyal guy. He knows about the rules and regulations. He knows how to make it bigger. He has been trained by you, right? And this is what you do is you deploy this guy, okay? And then you give the power of attorney or power of responsibility to this guy. He runs the business. And now you are just only a person who is monitoring on top. That is the second level of detachment. Third level of detachment, if you cannot automate, if you cannot get this guy where you can share your work, okay? There's a particular word for this particular person, okay? Just 1 second. It's called as delegation. Have you heard of this word? Delegation. Okay. If you cannot delegate, if you cannot automate, the last thing that you can think of is called outsourcing. That means get an external guy, pay him some X amount, ask him, because he's a professional, let him run the entire thing. Did you get my point? Okay. So I showed you the 4 stages according to Bhagavad Gita. Serving will give rise to deserving will give rise to desiring will give rise to detachment. And at that level, you don't have to run behind. Just imagine, this is what is the entire fest is designed for. Fest is something where you are designed how to close a deal. This is how you will go penetrate inside, keep on serving, make the company profitable, take over the company. That's what. First week, you get some money, whatever the money you are earning, okay, that should be something which is equivalent to your total monthly expense. That is the first requirement. So first week, you earn everything that you need for the entire month. Clear? That is the first level. Second level is once you are getting this, then you do not need money after some time because money will automatically come to you. The second level is, first week you do all these things. Second week you give it to yourself, your family, your spirituality, your relationship, whatever you want to do, you do. The last 2 weeks, can you give it to me? We will take over some companies like this. Here, if you start giving, because if you are not taking money and if you're still serving, don't you think this is the process by which you can take over the company in some time? Hello? Are you guys getting the master plan here? This will take time. I've taken 7 months, 9 months sometimes. Bigger the companies, bigger the dimensions, bigger it takes. It takes time. But when you are working like this, the highest level of growth is seen in the last 6 to 7 months, where you can go to that level, where you are backed up like this. Okay. So when you look into that, when you are detaching, at that point, you are deploying new people and different things. Just imagine, in the next 3 years, if you take over around 2 companies to 3 companies, is it enough for you? You be humble. To lungi mein ghoom, chappal pehen ke ghoom, chupchap rehne. But you also understand, the moment you take your hands off from these 2 companies, they are gone. That's the time. That's called an authority. Be a silent, salient, smart, amazing guy. How do you guys love this concept? Very easy, but very deadly. It is slow, it is easy, but it is boring. And boring is beautiful. Yes or no? Always remember, anything that is boring, remember Tendulkar. 30 years, tuk tuk, tuk tuk, tuk tuk. In between the 2 wickets, can you imagine? Lata Mangeshkar, same Saregama, same, only 7, this thing, not? That's it. Every day, morning, night, yes or no? Are you guys getting this? If you master the skill of closing, but you have to practice throughout, man. There is no dead end for this. The more you practice, the more things will open up. Are you guys getting this? Even, look, closing is not about a customer and us. Closing is also this miniature thing. Don't you think talking to a vendor partner is a closing? Talking to the CEO is a closing? Talking to the security guard is a closing? Talking to a supplier, authorized dealer, distributor, vendor partner, every goddamn guy is a closing. Yes or no? कहाँ जाओगे इसके बिना? Closing needs communication. Okay. So with that, I'll take a small pause here. And I would like to take, how do you feel about it? So people who are watching this video, I don't know where this video is going to be. If you are getting this, this is a pure thing that I'm going to experience and sharing with you. So if you found this powerful video, let me know if you can connect. There will be some description somewhere. Okay, let's pause the recording here.